We have here the immortal design of Diablo Immortal. This is from Josh Strife. Let's go watch this.
I'm going to show you a great game built on a terrible foundation. I'll show you how you can spend £20 to condense 6 months worth of free-to-play farming into 3 minutes, and how even if you do buy the 30-day item pack, you might not actually get the 30-day item pack. I'll show you the secret mathematical and psychological tricks the game uses to get you to spend money, including abusive pricing structures, multiple layers of RNG, and the 22 different in-game currencies. I'll explain how Diablo Immortal has got around the
22 different currencies?
Legal definition of loot box
There's no way.
adding in a single gameplay step despite being functionally the same process. I'll explain how Diablo Immortal is essentially a gacha game and has hidden whale mechanics you can't even find until you've invested enough money that they are sure they've got you, and then I'll lament over how if you removed all of this, it's actually a very good game. Let's start with the basics. Video game.
I am glad that in the first 40 seconds, Josh said exactly what I think. If you remove the monetization, this immaculate, aggressive monetization that this game has, it is actually a good game. It is. It is a good game. It is like one of the best mobile games that is on the market in this genre. I have tried multiple. They are super flawed or they are super boring, and above all, they don't have the strongest IPs ever. Diablo always has new players coming in, and after even 3 years, it is still a very relevant game.
Critique, especially on the internet, can be a difficult thing to balance. Fans of any game want you to praise it and can become angered when you point out flaws, and people who dislike the game love it.
Check how the meta has changed in like 3 years. This is insane how much the game has changed.
When you point out flaws and hate it when you praise it. This is because video game communities contain very passionate people both for and against any game or company, and both extreme sides are often reading reviews or watching videos looking for confirmation bias, not actual critique. Most people want to be told what they already strongly believe is correct. The for and against Diablo Immortal camps have...
That's why videos trash talking Diablo Immortal, they do so well. Because people that have quit Diablo Immortal, they will watch those videos because they want to make sure that they made the right decision.
Already sprung up, with some people focusing on the absurd cash shop and others saying you don't need to pay, it's a free game, just don't spend any money. The cash shop critics point out the blatant pay for advantage systems and daily login rewards encouraging addictive gameplay patterns, along with the loot box style gameplay so egregious it's already been preemptively banned in 2 countries for falling foul of the EU gambling laws, and the game supporters reply with a well-rehearsed, well, I'm having fun, it hasn't affected me. I'll be discussing the damage this general attitude is doing to the gaming industry as a whole later. The truth is, Diablo Immortal is an excellent gameplay experience with solid moment-to-moment combat and super enjoyable hack-and-slash multiplayer moments, absolutely overshadowed by a foundation-level insidious monetization system designed to make every aspect of the game funnel the player towards spending an absolutely unacceptable amount of money. But this goes deeper than just one game. So in this video, I'll not only deeply critique Diablo Immortal, but also the behaviors of an industry and how we as players can set the boundaries for what we will and will not accept in relation to monetization.
I feel like also a lot of players now, they just feel like it's a lost cause, you know? It's like, yeah, gamers, we lost. Microtransactions are here to stay. It is what it is. So, yeah, not even worth to fight about it. So if you cannot beat them, you end up joining them. And what happens? People just go, oh, it's just one swipe here. And then it's another, oh, maybe I'll do another one because I like the gem. And then, oh, this cosmetic. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get that. And if I get that, I also get that bonus for more power for my character. And that's how it starts.
Show you the deep psychological and mathematical tricks games companies are using to turn video games from products you purchase and enjoy because they're designed to be fun into processes they want you to become stuck within and then keep paying for because they're designed to be inviting.
Golden shackles, boys. The more money you put, the more stuck, not only, like, one thing, it is the emotional attachment to the game, because, like, you put it a lot of time, you invest a lot of time, the progress, like, I have some emotional attachment to my character, But because I don't have any financial attachment to the character, because as a free-to-play, you don't put money, I will be more willing to, tomorrow start playing another game, because all I'm exchanging is like, instead of putting time in this game, now I'm putting time in that game.
And then addictive. I'll also be contrasting the design decisions within Diablo Immortal to Blizzard's own code of conduct and ethics on their own website.
By the way, just fun fact, these have changed last year. I'm not even joking. Whenever I went to Blizzard, they made new values for their company. So no longer players first.
And we'll see if Diablo Immortal as a game lives up to Blizzard's own self-imposed standards. Grab a drink, because this is quite a long video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Josh Dreyfus, and today we're going to look at the diabolically immoral Diablo Immortal. A big thank you to all the supporters on Patreon.
Wow! Look at these! Wow! Holy shit, Josh. That's fucking awesome. That's okay. Let me see how much it is, the Patreon. Like, I'm sorry, I just got fucking curious about this. How much is it? The 3,000 members. See, holy moly, that's crazy. It can go as high. All right, that's awesome. This guy does really good content.
And Twitch, who allow me to remain independent and make videos like this. I'll be looking at the general gameplay, plot, and combat, then into the absolute plethora of monetization tricks the game uses, including gentle onboarding, limited time offers causing fear of missing out, abusive pricing structures, multiple steps of conversion, multiple stacking monthly subs, cumulative login days being required for paid-for rewards, multiple progression tracks, and just straight-up locking the main aspect Diablo is known for, dopamine-spiking loot fountains shooting out of a boss behind a paywall. Now, Diablo as a franchise is no stranger to monetization controversy. When Diablo 3 released, it had an actual money in-game marketplace. Players could...
This was the best thing ever. As a kid, I was so happy to do this. I made a few €100 as a kid. I was rich, man. As a kid, if you have a few $100, it's like you're goating. It's like I was the richest kid on my block. I could go to the cafe store. I could buy gummies. I could buy potato chips. I could buy Coca-Cola for every kid. Bro, it was so good. It was so good. Selling those
drops from other players for actual cash. This was removed relatively quickly after extreme community backlash.
Whenever they removed it, I stopped playing.
Players pointed out it was against the spirit of Diablo. The endgame gameplay of Diablo revolves around repeatedly killing high-intensity bosses as they increase in difficulty.
I had a barbarian,
for the chance
Paragon
of a
100
rare drop. If you could just buy the rare drop, you'd be defeating the main gameplay loop and removing the sense of pride and accomplishment which comes with having those rare drops.
I had a friend from my high school. He said to me, "Hey, I'll give you 30 euros like right now, and you give me the best, gear at the time for the witch doctor." And I said, "Okay, I got you." It was like not the best in slot, but he was just starting out. What happened? After 2 weeks, he quit the game. Why? Because he thought it was boring. Why? And like, I didn't care. Like, I wanted the 30 euros, right? But I understood that if you put money into these games, you're gonna short it up the fun and the progression. So the game, it will become like way more boring, like way faster, just because you have no challenge and you have no item chase.
Diablo 3 released on PC and console in May of 2012, and 6 years later, in 2018 at BlizzCon, players were excited to hear news about Diablo 4. But what they got was Diablo Immortal, a mobile game, and that gave us this absolute classic moment in gaming history.
Is there any plans to make this playable on PC, or is this strictly mobile forever?
Are there any? The current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS.
Oh my God.
We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC.
This was the worst. I don't know what they were thinking, man. Everybody was here for Diablo 4. They should absolutely have brought a small sneak peek or a teaser for Diablo 4, and they should have said, Diablo 4, it is in the works, but today we are here also to offer you guys a different experience of Diablo. Like that, people will be satisfied because they were getting excited that Diablo 4, it is coming in the next years, but in the meantime, they probably had this mobile version to play. And I think like that, the drama that existed will be more contained.
Don't you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have.
I think it's important.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have.
I think it's important to realize BlizzCon
man.
is attended by Blizzard's biggest fans, mostly PC gamers. Warcraft, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, and Overwatch have massive PC player bases, so very few of these people were actively excited about a mobile game. The people in that room wanted a game which would push their hardcore gaming PCs to the max and
That's
not
right.
be full of traditional mobile microtransactions and time gating mechanics. In June of 2022, Diablo Immortal released on mobile and went into open beta on PC. The PC version is a port of the mobile game and still features such lines as tap to play. The game does feature
The insane part, 3 years later, still the same problem. It runs like a freaking potato. Like, they announced ray tracing and they only brought it for the freaking mobile. We have PCs. Why don't we have ray tracing on Diablo Immortal on the PC? How crazy is that? I have a 5070 Ti. This game runs like a freaking toaster.
cross-platform play, so mobile and PC players can adventure together, provided they're on the same server, because it does not have cross-server play. So I downloaded the game on PC and gave it a go. The first warning cry from everyone said, the game can track your face through your phone app or your webcam. Now this rumour began when the installation files were opened up and people found face detector and face analyzer.dll. Some people said the game has face tracking capabilities because it's required for release in China to conform to the strict gaming laws. However, the lead dev Adam Fletcher explains they're actually leftover files from an early idea in Diablo Immortal's development.
Okay.
Originally, the game would let you recreate your own facial expression on your character by using your own camera. This idea has been abandoned because it was terrible. The intro movie plays, Tyrael talks about the World Stone, some greater evil, and then we get this absolute banger of a line.
If humanity is to survive, they must stand together and face the rising darkness.
I find it beautifully ironic that Diablo Immortal opens with a call for players to rally together against a rising evil, and the main thing it's inspired people to do is come together against its atrocious pricing model. What a meta way to succeed. Get told to tap the screen because porting mobile games to PC is hard, and then choose a class. 6 classes, I'm going with my edgy boy, the Demon Hunter. The customization is actually really nice. We move some sliders. Unfortunately, these do not matter at all because you'll never look at your own face or any other character's face. We're then on a boat to Worth.
That's so true. Doesn't matter how much you actually go and tweak it. Most of the time, or you're gonna be like with your own cosmetic, or even if I hide my helmet. Here maybe you can see some of like the features, but I can't see anything here. You know, like it doesn't show anything.
The game is fully voiced and it's not terribly acted.
Gone through hell, you say? I'm in the right place then.
I mean, it's Blizzard, right?
Follow the road and be on your guard. Unfortunate things happen to travellers in that forest.
Movement is WASD or left click. Primary attacking is also left click, but you'll only attack when your cursor is over an enemy. This can mean clicking to move, especially in a crowd of enemies, is a bad idea because you'll end up attacking instead of moving. It also means you'll frequently lose your cursor in the chaos of battle and end up randomly running around or attacking off to the side somewhere while you try and find it again. It also means once you've killed whatever it was you were attacking, if you continue holding down left click, you'll start running toward that location. Your other skills are bound to the 2, 3 and 4 keys. We'll look at combat later because honestly, it's great. If you've never...
Probably also along the years, this was also improved, I will say, right? I mean, like, I don't have, like, I will say, like, the combat is really good. Like,
Played a Diablo game? Here's a basic rundown. Demons exist and you'd really rather they didn't. You can realise your dream of a demon-free world through the power of friendship and incredible violence. Eventually angels get involved, but the power of heaven is nothing compared to the power of one angry man with an axe or a moody guy with some crossbows. One thing I do have to praise the game for is capturing the feeling of Diablo while being made in a completely different engine. Diablo 3 was created in a customised version of the Havoc engine, while Diablo Immortal is made in NetEase's own Messiah engine. They've managed to capture the feeling of movement, skill use and attack impact spot on. Kill enemies and pick up loot. Annoying, you can't click on an item's nameplate, you have to click on the item itself. Your inventory is the classic Diablo style of a square grid with larger items taking up multiple grid slots. As you fight on, enemies will drop red health orbs or blue mana orbs.
Oh, look at that! Look at that damage.
Increased speed or lightning damage. Along with this, you have 3 health potions which recharge when you kill enemies. This game design lends itself to fast, aggressive combat encountered because you are rewarded for being aggressive, so the energy is always high. We make our way to the town of Wortham, get followed through a portal by some demon, and told,
this is cool, man.
And despair.
Trust me, mate, once I explain the monetization, you definitely will. We head into the chapel and meet our old friend Deckard Cain, so we decide to stay a while and listen.
My name is Deckard Cain. I'm a bit of a traveling scholar, one might say.
Basically, hell's coming back and we're going to prevent it with the power of crossbows. Fight some cultists to the west and discover sometimes the left mouse button gets stuck down, even if you're not clicking, making your character follow the cursor, and other times it just doesn't register. Possibly lag, but honestly, in 2 days of near constant play, I didn't experience that many connection issues. Kill a dragon thing and find a shard of the world stone, magical MacGuffins hell really wants and we need to destroy. Think of them like demonic batteries, and like regular batteries, you shouldn't throw them in the regular bin, so we're on a quest to find a responsible way to dispose of them.
Whenever I started playing Diablo Immortal, it was between the seasons of Diablo 4. And I saw the Blood Knight on the Battle.net portal, and I was like, okay, I never tried Blood Knight, and let me try this class. It's like one of the few classes that I never tried in the Diablo franchise. And once I started to play the story and play the game, I actually thought he was pretty nice. And I feel like if you install the game and you try it out and you do the first playthrough, I think you might actually enjoy it. And if you play it with an open mind as a free-to-play and you just enjoy it for the story or for just like a casual game that you can play on the side and you're not gonna get like super deep into like the monetization and like you just take it like chill, I think it can be a good casual game for you to have fun.
Cain tells us the demon we're fighting is called Skarn. This means we're now at threat level midnight, so we set off to destroy more of the shards of the World Stone before hell can plug them into more demons. Quick intro video explains the map, and we're sent off to help someone with something, and the game asks, hey, want to spend 89p for some orbs and a weapon
oh,
skin?
There it is! 800% value. There it is, boys. Great value right there. Everything's gonna be great value.
Keep track of every time the game gives me the opportunity to spend money. This is the first, and I'm going to do a deep dive into the currencies and the systems they relate to later on in this video. Once you have a few quests, you'll get the quest list on the left. Click on a quest to select it, and you'll see a sparkling footstep path leading you to it. If you're far enough into an area, you'll unlock auto-navigation within that area. Using auto-navigate will either run or automatically teleport you to the nearest teleport point and then run the rest of the way. I also discover the first Kill of the Day award. So let's rip this band-aid off right now. Diablo Immortal is a mobile.
Oh, it's different now. Oh, so now it gives a random gem here, right? Let me see. So this was like in the beginning of the game. And now this is 2025. Okay, they put the gem in the last day, right? Oh, wait. We got scammed. What the hell? We actually got scammed, guys. Look at this. 12 normal gems. 1 gem here. I don't care about the legendaries, but these? Oh, man. Even these got nerfed. This is so much better. This here. Wow, dude.
Mobile game and is designed to build habits, to create attachment and to encourage daily replay. You have an oppressive number of tracked systems, login rewards, first kill awards, advancement paths, some free, some paid, some upgradable. You have achievements and advancements the beginning through every single zone
is very overwhelming
for killing enough monsters and doing enough dungeons, and each of these systems is tracked on a different screen with a different UI And it's made this way by design. You're not meant to be able to remember everything you have to do, so the game can give you these little red gem icons to the top right of buttons to remind you you have something to collect.
The
and
red dots.
Find yourself spending more time in endless menus collecting rewards than you will in an actual rift. We chase down some mage, we watch her throw a dude off a bridge, and then meet this guard who says this.
Oh, what a day. Certainly didn't expect to get choked by some death mage when I left the stead this morning.
None of us wake up expecting to be choked by a death mage, but sometimes you just get lucky and it happens. To interact with another player, hold Alt and left click on them. You can send messages, friend requests, and party invitations, but you cannot directly trade player to player because trading is done via the auction house and requires the premium currency of platinum to do. Quick PC issue. This is the salvage menu where you turn your
Oh, look at this. In the beginning of the game,
platinum to do.
They only had these options: 500, 5,000, or 50,000. So now if you go here to the store, there is way more, right? Oh no, it's still the same. Oh. So, I was confusing with the orbs. Okay, yeah, I don't spend a lot of time on the store. I'm sorry, guys.
Quick PC issue. This is the salvage menu where you turn your unwanted equipment into scrap. The mouse wheel does not move this window. You need to click and drag. If you're going to release on PC, please let us use the scroll wheel. Also consider using right click, because as it stands, right click does absolutely nothing. A free daily reward pack accessed via the shop menu. This is a psychological marketing trick. If you're going to give the player something for free, make sure to claim it. They have to access a place where there is paid stuff, because then they will see the paid stuff every day, and if they're returning to this screen for their free daily pack, it's only a matter of time until someone gets tempted to spend money. You're not...
To be honest, every day I go to the store and it doesn't matter, man. It's like everything else is blurry and I just want to get rid of the red dot. I claim these and I'm done. I can't even think that actually someone gets tempted just by... I just get annoyed. I absolutely just get annoyed. In no way, shape, or form, every time that I have to claim this free daily reward from the shop, I think, today maybe is gonna be the day that I'm gonna buy it.
Putting this free pack here because it makes logistical sense, you're putting it here because it's tempting. I then get a free cosmetic set sent to me in the mail. Everyone gets this. It's to celebrate 30 million pre-registrations. 30 million pre-registrations. If you ever wonder why mobile games are so pushed, it's because the horrible truth is the mobile gaming market is bigger than the PC and console gaming market combined. As you progress through the main story, you'll unlock bounties and open world.
And why? Because everyone got a phone nowadays. Even young kids. But how many people nowadays have a desktop or a laptop? Not everyone has it, but 20 years ago, most people had it. Most people had it.
Hunting system. Hunt down certain enemies and get increased rewards for killing them. You can claim 8 bounties a day from the bounty board. My current bounty target is Philip, so the plan is grab Mum, kill Phil, go to the Winchester, have a nice cold pint and wait for all this to blow over. I'm picking up new equipment every few minutes, and on the inventory screen there's a handy-dandy green arrow showing you if a new piece is better than an old piece. Many people will tell you that Diablo begins at 60, because until then you'll be finding upgrades so quickly you won't even read the name or look at the stats of any individual bit. You'll just
green arrow is better
commands. But if you're a free player, I would argue the real game begins around level 35 when the leveling suddenly slows to a crawl, but we'll see more of that later. I unlock the extremely awesome grapple skill, letting me blast around the battlefield like a more violent Spider-Man, and global chat has descended into an argument about pay-to-win versus free-to-play. So while I'm madly grappling around, let me make my stance on this game rather clear. No one has said they expect this game to be 100% free. No one expects any video game to have no way to make money whatsoever. Indeed, if it was a one-time paid game with a cosmetic-only cash shop, I'd be recommending this to everyone. No one has an issue.
Oh my god, yes, sir! Yes! That's why whenever people ask me if I'll recommend Diablo Immortal to my friends, I had a few chatters that asked for that, right? I will say no. I will not recommend Diablo Immortal to a friend. And the reason is because I don't know, man, if they have like the mental fortitude, you know, or the willpower to not like just go and waste their money and their savings on this game. You know, I don't know. I cannot control them. I will not advise them to. Right? And that's the problem. But if it was you buy the game and you only have skins, absolutely. Absolutely.
Diablo Immortal attempting to make money. We know that development time and server hosting costs money. The issue I have is the way it is making it and the position it is putting players in.
No, what are you guys talking about? Like, literally, they know this. At the start, whenever I got and I accepted the partnership, one of the things that I said is like, listen, I am free to play. I will always be. And do you guys have a problem with that? Can I voice my opinions about the game? And they said, yes, you can say whatever you want. We don't have any issue with that. And I said, if that's the case, okay, we can go for it.
If they don't pay. The game is not a product, because a product is usually released finished and then sold for the cost the company think it is worth. If that cost is fair, people will pay it, and then that process is complete. Diablo Immortal is a process itself of downloading, playing and advancing, and it wants players to stay within that process as long as possible, because unlike a product which is sold once, a process can contain many moments it encourages the player to pay. And each individual payment may only be small, but they very quickly add up to greater than the cost of a one-time purchase. When I talk about the payment issues, people respond with a well-rehearsed...
That's like the part that is so confusing for me, that people are like, especially on the mobile market. If you see that the game, it has a price tag of 99 cents, you're like, nah, man, no way. Nah, no way. Yeah, I'm not buying that game. I refuse to buy that game on the App Store. Hell no. But if it is free, you're going to download it, right? And if it has 99 cents or $99 or whatever inside the game, you're going to buy it. How many of you do this? Even if you spend hundreds of dollars on the game, you still, if you go to the App Store and you see a freaking game or an app, that even if you wanted to play, but it has an initial cost, you're like, nah, I'm not pulling the trigger. Nah, maybe it's a scam. I don't want to deal with it. This is like the mobile gamer thought process, man.
Of, well, I'm having fun. And I think it's vital if you do respond with, well, I'm having fun. Good. We are all glad. No one wants you to stop having fun.
Absolutely.
What we want is the company to treat you better. If your attitude is, I don't care about the money, I'm just focusing on the game, then please understand we're actually advocating for the company to have the same attitude as you. Focus on making the game as fun as it can be, and people will buy it.
That's what I try to push.
Fun. Not because you've designed it to be as close to fun as possible so it keeps players around, but not too much fun that they can enjoy it completely without paying. Blizzard's first what we stand for is gameplay first, which literally says to make our games as fun as possible. We're not saying Diablo Immortal shouldn't be monetized. We're saying it shouldn't be abusively monetized. We push on and go and kill Leoric, because it's not a real Diablo game until you've killed Leoric. During this part, I unlock the Battle Pass and the Boon of Plenty in the shop, and when I finish the Leoric dungeon, I'm presented with the exciting opportunity to spend more money to buy the Mad King's Breach bundle.
There it is.
Reward specific
insane
to this
value.
Dungeon. Your reward for finishing a dungeon is the opportunity to spend
to buy.
Money. This happens in every dungeon. And
wow.
You'll notice the costs of the pack slowly increase.
Wait, do I still have these? I need to have these, right? It's still on my account? How do I check that? How do I check that? Go below? Do they still exist? Oh! Wait, it's here! Oh, it's still here! Look at this! Mad King's Breach. Oh, look at these, boys. Forgotten Tower. Tom Fair Drove. Booster Kit. Kikura's Rapids. Destruction and... Oh my god. So, for every single... dungeon that you do, you have the they give you the privilege to actually, oh, look at these Caverns of Echo. You have the privilege of spending more money in the game. Wow, dude. These are the best pack. Insane value, guys. This is like, bro, this is... Look at this one. 800% value. This is crazy. Why did I not buy this one? Guys, I should have absolutely have bought this one. How full of me.
Because it's only 89p when you finish one dungeon, that's fine. But once you've spent 89p, you're invested, which means they can make things more
you invest
and more
money,
expensive
boys.
Until they stop giving you any real discount for buying the dungeon packs.
Big investment, big value.
Because by then, not buying it would be wasting the money you've previously spent. This is effectively the sunk cost fallacy. Twitter user Mr. GM made this mock-up of a picture. Just imagine if finishing a dungeon for the first time in World of Warcraft rewarded you with the opportunity to spend money to unlock extra rewards. I'm going to come back to this later and fully explain the
Yeah, it's like instead of giving you a legendary or something that you actually get excited, they give you a pack.
Battle Pass and Boon of Plenty, because when you read the fine print, it is even worse than it seems. The demon effect under the glass floor, however, is awesome, and the boss fight itself is great. More story. We kill Lethes, but not really. Who's Lethes, you ask? No one cares. Doesn't matter. The story in a Diablo game is background music. It's set dressing. Many times you'll be introduced to a character, go on a quest with them, then watch them die in a heart-wrenching hero's death. They'll sacrifice themselves for a greater cause. And you're expected to care. And I'm thinking, mate, I've known you 10 minutes. The only reason I remember your name is because it's above your head while you're dying. We now unlock legendary gem crafting. And this is the system we'll be pouring most of our wallet into later.
It, boys.
We now learn about sockets, gems, elder rifts, and crests. So this is probably the time to talk about the game's
level
main system,
20,
the Elder Rifts, and how they're going to cost you an incredible amount of money to do efficiently. In fact, if you complete one rift every 5 minutes and want the best loot from them, you'll be spending around £240 an hour to grind this game. Let me break that down for you. While Diablo Immortal does have a main campaign storyline, and indeed you are required to finish this to unlock the Hell Plus difficulty in rifts, the majority of your gameplay...
Would you guys enjoy if the game was a bit more slow like this? Like more Diablo? Because like now I feel like nowadays is just everything is too fast. You know? Like you don't struggle, man. I don't struggle. And I feel like maybe that's why it's getting like a bit boring, man. Like even as a free to play, I don't struggle almost any time.
Both grinding and post-story, will be in an Elder Rift. An Elder Rift...
And this is not like this is hard. This is not hard. It will kill this for like very quickly. However, what I'm saying is this is probably more engaging. You know? He's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna shoot them here. I'm gonna daddy swing on top of them. I'm gonna okay, now the elite is coming. You know what I'm saying? It's more engaging. It's just like a slightly more fun. Now, in 2025, what does this guy do? He comes from here. You know, he just strafes and he kills everything.
It's a procedurally generated dungeon you can enter solo or in a team of up to 4.
Wow, look at that knockback.
But remember, it's cross-platform play, not cross-server. As we discovered when Callum Upton, a fellow YouTuber and good friend of mine, made a character. Currently, there is no way to transfer your character from one server to another. You just need to restart. While in a rift, you'll see a timer to the left. The little hourglass symbol moves along the bar from left to right. As you kill enemies, the bar itself fills up. When the bar is full, the boss will spawn. Kill the boss before the timer runs out, get the loot, leave, and repeat. This is the absolute core of the PvE Diablo experience. Grind enemies for better equipment to grind enemies better. But before you start a rift, you can choose to add in crests, either normal or legendary. Adding crests increases the chance higher rarity loot will drop from the boss kill. You can see the potential loot increase as you add crests. Now, seeing as the crest screen shows 3 empty slots on the right hand side...
I didn't even know that. Adding crests modifies the rifts and gain more rewards. I had absolutely no idea. Every time I run the crest is only for the legendary gem. I didn't even know that it gives you better gear. Really?
From the boss kill. You can see the potential loot increase as you add crests. Now, seeing as the crest screen shows 3 empty slots on the right hand side and shows 0 out of 3, you'd assume that each player can add up to 3 crests. Well, no, they can add way more, but it's hidden and we'll come to that later. Loot in Diablo Immortal is personal. No other player can steal your rare or legendary loot. Now, adding in legendary crests as a player always guarantees you a legendary item, but it does also give a slight boost to the other players in your party and increases their chance to receive runestones or fading embers, both intermediate upgrade currencies. This has led to the rather toxic situation of parties kicking players who aren't using crests because they feel those non-cresting players are not paying their way.
Those peasants.
Using crests always benefits you and sometimes helps the party. You cannot lose your drop potential to another.
But guys, it does not improve your percentage or your chance of getting legendary gems, okay? It's only nowadays for the fading embers.
Player, but to truly understand the absolute insidious nature of how powerful these legendary crests are and why they are considered pay to win and how much money you can end up spending on them, we need to understand how the other currency systems work, because the crests feed into almost everything else.
A lightning core, boys. We all been there.
The monetization system for context. Now, the game itself is a tangled web of interwoven systems which all relate to each other, and it's designed that way to hide the actual monetary cost of any single system. Because of this spiderweb design, it's very difficult to find a starting point, so hold on, because this might get complicated while I break it down. I have so far experienced in Diablo Immortal 22 different currencies and raw materials used to feed into various shops and upgrade systems. They are gold, dropped from enemies, used in upgrading equipment. Eternal orbs, premium buyable currency, used for buying things in the shop. Platinum, used in the market board for posting and buying items player to player, bought with eternal orbs. Battle points, used to progress the battle pass and earn the battle pass rewards, earned by completing rifts, dungeons, or bought directly with eternal orbs. Scrap materials, used to upgrade items earned from salvaging unneeded equipment at the blacksmith.
I am so surprised, but also glad that even after these years, you cannot buy scrap materials from the shop. This is so good. Because it's probably the only thing that it actually takes some effort as a player is to reach through your gear to rank 30. And I'll say it's probably one of the best grinds in Diablo Immortal.
Blacksmith. Hilts. Spend at the hilt merchant on limited monthly or weekly stock, earned by progressing the battle pass. Normal gems. Combined to upgrade non-legendary gems, bought from the hilt merchant, found in rifts when using normal crests, and made by combining runes at the apprentice jewelers. Runes, dropped in rifts when you are using crests.
Now we have different runes.
Using a legendary crest. I have so far found 21 different runes. Garnet, Sapphire, and Beryl.
Thank God they removed these out of the game.
Upgrade the Legacy of the Haradrim, a system which you unlock once you're level 49 and have completed 10 challenge rifts. Crests improve rift drops slightly. You get one free a day bought from the hilt merchant, sometimes earned on the battle pass. Legendary crests improve rift drops by a lot and guarantee a legendary, bought from the cash shop for orbs or found in the premium shop dungeon.
Can you guys, if Josh played in 2025, like he will not have real estate on the screen for the
chest unlocked after you finish that dungeon. You can also buy one a month from the hilt merchant using in-game currency, or earn 2 on the battle pass. The Sigil of Dominance advances your immortal standing, a higher level endgame faction. Enchanted Dust, an upgrade material used on higher level item upgrades found by salvaging rare equipment. Reinforcing Stones, re-rolling attributes on equipment bought in the cash shop. Aspirant's Keys unlock rare chests in dungeons earnable on the battle pass. Scoria, found when fighting Heliquary demons and refined into Hellfire Scoria at the blacksmith.
Oh, what is
Hellfire
Scoria?
Scoria upgrades the Heliquary, a repository of demonic power you add to by defeating
I forgot about these. Maybe they changed this currency. I don't recognize it.
demons and provides you passive buffs. Legendary Gem Fragments, which combine into legendary gems found in rifts when crests are used and also sometimes on the battle pass. Enigmatic Crystals upgrades your secondary slot items found in challenge rifts and bought from the materials vendor for scrap pieces. Monster Essence upgrades the Heradric altar dropped by monsters in the overworld randomly. Fading Embers earned from rifts and used to buy basic gems at the merchants, and Echo Crystals, bought from the crystal merchant for 500 platinum and used to upgrade runes beyond level 5. So, 22 currencies and upgrade materials, most of them linked directly to the progression of the battle pass, which itself requires battle points, which are farmed most efficiently by completing rifts. So now we can go back and look at legendary crests. And this is where it gets both psychologically and mathematically abusive. Legendary crests are sold in the shop for orbs. Orbs are bought in specific pack sizes.
Yeah.
A legendary crest costs 100.
So let me guess. They're gonna do the same bullshit that every mobile game does. That you're gonna need 16,000 to make 1,600 to make a 10 pull, and you're not gonna have enough currency, something like that.
60 orbs. The shop sells orbs in packs of 60 or 315. There are higher, but let's look at these for now. 60 is too few, and 315 is only 5 orbs shy of 320, which is how many we need to afford 2 legendary crests. This is by design. When a player opens the shop and they've already committed to buying something, the game doesn't want you to consider how much you're buying.
They want you to buy these one. They want you to buy these, like, if you see the way the math is made, is 100% made, so you are more inclined to buy the 22 pounds here, because that will give you a 10 legendary pull.
But how much you need for the next efficient purchase, because that's always going to be a much lower number. So a player won't think, I'm buying 315 orbs. They'll think, I'm only 5 orbs short of 2 crests. So they'll look into the larger $8.99 pack, which has 630 orbs. That may seem like a random number to add, but it's remarkably specific, because 4 legendary crests at 160 orbs each costs 640 orbs, meaning...
Oh my god, is 10... Oh my god, is 10 orbs short. Wow, dude. So this one here, it is 5 orbs short. This one here, it is 10 orbs short.
Even with that pack, you're now 10 short. But that's only 10. You may as well buy the bigger pack, which only costs £22 and gets you 1,650 orbs. A player,
if you're gonna spend, you gotta go big, or you gotta go home, right?
Isn't thinking, I've just bought 1,650. They're thinking, I only need 5, and then I only need 10. And once you bought the 1,650, wouldn't you know it, there's actually a button on the legendary crest screen to buy 10 crests for 1,600 orbs. Super convenient. It's almost like everything is designed to flow into buying that 22 orb pack and then spending on 10 legendary crests. So now you have 10 crests because you've been able to justify only needing 5.
And the crazy value is that is gonna be, he's gonna spend the 22 pounds to get 10 1 stars. That's the crazy part. That's the insane value. I mean, that's still like 10 gem power, right?
But then only needing 10. This is abusive pricing. Now, adding a crest to a rift increases the drops a little, and adding a legendary guarantees a decent drop. The shop even explains, adding a legendary is guaranteed to reward a legendary...
By the way, let me see if they still maintain the same values. So, if we go here to the shop right now in the game, and we go to the currency... Oh, they changed it. Yeah. All right. No, they actually changed it. They actually made it more convenient. Oh, look at this. 315 in the past, and now it is the 320. So this will give you 2 legendary crests. This one, it is gonna give you 4 legendary crests. And these ones are still the same. These ones are still the same. What they changed was these ones that they were the absolutely scammed right here.
To justify only needing 5, then only needing 10. This is abusive pricing.
Yeah.
Now, adding a crest to a rift increases the drops a little, and adding a legendary guarantees a decent drop. The shop even explains, adding a legendary is guaranteed to reward a legendary gem that can be sold on the market. Now, you need platinum for the market, but don't worry about that right now. You've got 10 crests. You start a rift and you see 3 crest slots. This means you'll be able to run 3 rifts on maxed crests and have 1 left over, right?
Yes, sir.
No, because if you do put 3 legendary crests into those slots, a new option appears. An option you will never find until you do this. It
until
asks,
you put 3 of them.
Want to add another 7
Oh,
for the next
there it
enhanced
is.
Elder Rift experience? There is no way to even find out that you can add 10 legendary crests in-game until you add the first 3.
So now
And
you have
isn't
to
it
buy more.
convenient that 10 crests can be added in a single run, and the orb pack size that's most convenient psychologically was designed to make you buy 10 crests.
Jesus, guys. Look at this top tip of this guy. 330 pounds. Wow. That's
But
crazy.
what actually happens if you add 10 crests to a run? Callum Upton and myself spent 2 days playing this game as free players, seeing how far we could progress without spending any money. And at around level 35, the experience required to level up increases sharply. In the first day, I went from level 1 to 40. And in a second day of nothing but endless grinding, I went from 40 to 49. During a stream, after 2 hours of Elder Rift runs, averaging about 5 minutes per run and only seeing a few rare items, a viewer donated Callum £20 on the agreement Callum would spend it on 10 legendary crests.
Oh my god, guys. You heard. Someone offered this guy $20 and the exchange was, if I give you $20, will you spend it? Do you guys know how many viewers did I had to refuse this offer? I literally had someone offering me 1,000 euros. If I went and I will spend them all in the legendary crests, and I will do this massive stream just opening crests. It's insane. I always said no. Fuck that. Never gonna do that.
And use them just to see the loot difference. Here's a compilation of boss drops without using any crests. This is the average experience a free player will have when they finish a rift.
Oh, there it is. White gold. Come on, boy. Give me that white. There it is. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it didn't drop? Wait, they improved this? Oh, this is without. It doesn't have crest now. No chest?
And here's what a boss kill looks like when you have 10
okay, give me that
crests
dopamine
active.
Oh, look at it.
Right, nothing legendary yet.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There it is.
How many? 2 legendaries. 3. What the? 4. So what? Oh my god.
Only trash,
free
guys.
Player will be able to earn 10 crests in about 5 to 6 months.
$20 down the toilet.
Worth of casual play, buying 1 a month from the Hilt Merchant and earning 1 from the free Battle Pass layer.
But don't worry, boys. This is insane value. Now he's gonna be able to use this as a gem power.
So what you have just seen, using 10 legendary crests on a single run, is essentially 6 months worth of free player legendary crest loot potential condensed into a single chest. Diablo
okay,
is
now
known
it's
for
better.
Dopamine spiking loot
now it's
fountains
way better.
like that. Killing a boss and watching loot explode is quintessential Diablo design, and that exact experience in Diablo Immortal will cost you £20 a time. That rift took us 5 minutes to complete, meaning you can complete about 12 rifts an hour. If you 10 crest every rift at...
What? They took it 5 minutes. Back in the day per rift. Man. Not in 2025, guys, in the present day, you literally can run it in probably like 30 seconds. Maybe if you're like really fast and you do it to the party, maybe even less. So imagine how much more money you can spend in 1 hour.
£20 each, you are spending £240 an hour. And even if you were...
240 and 80? Alright, now probably you can spend like 1,000. Absolutely. Easy $1,000 in an hour.
Mad enough to do that, you are not guaranteed the drop you actually want, as this streamer discovered spending 5 $10,000 and not ending up with a level 5 legendary gem. Quick update on that, as writing the script and editing these videos takes a few days, and that news story has since changed. That streamer has now spent $10,000 and still has no 5-star legendary gem.
Wait. Huh? Wait. Was there no pity count? No. So is it talking about like the 5 out of 5? Or is just talking about the 5-star? Because there is no way, right? There is no way that this game did not have the pity. It didn't have pity count. What? Not at all. Oh, that's a scam. That's such a scam, bro. There was no pity. Oh, that's
$10,000 and still has no.
Oh, it is a 5 out of 5, right? It has to be a 5 out of 5, not a 5-star. Right? Because if you didn't have a pity system, it is an absolute scam.
5-star legendary gem. But it gets even more insidious, because there are laws requiring loot boxes in games to show the...
Okay, so yeah, this is wrong, right? Like, it was a 5 out of 5, like the quality.
Odds of any item received in that loot box. What rifts are is essentially just loot boxes with some gameplay before the loot.
Yep.
But that timer means that technically completing a rift does require a base level of skill, and this skill requirement means it's not gambling per se. And because of this very important distinction, Diablo Immortal does not have to list the drop % chance of any individual item from a boss drop. If you could just put the legendary crests into a box, they would have to tell you. But if you put the crests into a rift attempt, play the rift and then get the box, that single step of intermediate gameplay means they can avoid the loot box label. But if you do fail a rift while the crests are active, those crests are returned to you. You don't lose them, meaning one crest will always ultimately open the effective loot box of a boss kill. Now,
that'll be insane. Imagine you run and you fail and then you lose the crest.
It's strange to be able to put 1, 2, 3 or 10 crests in. It's quite the jump, but the 10 pull is a common trope in gacha games. Being able to draw 1 or draw 10 from a random gacha chance game is a classic design choice. It can actually help to think of Diablo Immortal as a gacha game. They've just replaced the animation of the opening of the box with 5 minutes worth of gameplay to really enhance the tension of that drop. Legendary crests are effectively keys to loot boxes.
To be honest, what do you guys prefer? Whenever, I'm sure you guys already played other games, right? Do you prefer the way that Diablo Immortal does? That you have to do like, I kind of like it. I prefer than just like keep spinning, you know? You just go, you kill some mobs, and then you see the boss drops. I feel like it just feels better than just like pulling on the banner. I don't know.
The rift itself is the process of getting to the loot box, and this process means it doesn't have to show you the drop rates. But we're not even close to the final level of monetization, and it's hidden.
George, go to my channel and search for
Finishing
best
a rift gets you battle
farming,
points, and these unlock
legendary
the battle
items.
pass system. This is a linear track with rewards unlocked as you advance through it. There are 2 layers to this track advancing simultaneously, the free and the empowered. Both run at the same time, so whenever you unlock a free reward,
This is a
you're
classic
reminded
one,
of what's
the battle
waiting
pass.
for you if you were empowered. Unlocking the empowered track costs $4.99 and comes with some cosmetics. Or you can go for the collector's empowered.
Like Laurent was saying, this is insane value, boys. Great value.
Powered unlock and get not only cosmetics but instantly boost 10 ranks ahead of where you are. Now, the developers have repeatedly said you cannot buy power or items in Diablo Immortal directly. This is because you have to buy orbs and then use the orbs to buy crests and then run rifts with the crests to get the drops. There are steps between money and item, and this is how they justify it. However, buying the Empowered Collector's Battle Pass costs £13 and boosts you 10 ranks along. Now, the rank 10 reward is a legendary offhand weapon. So how is this not paying for equipment? Well, because the legendary offhand weapon is the free track reward. You can pay to boost to get it instantly, but they will argue that's not what you're paying for. That's the free player reward too. But you still have to play the game to gain the battle orbs from rifts and dungeons to level up the battle pass, right? Well, no. If you click rank up, you can just spend orbs to instantly boost your battle pass.
What? Wait, I never knew about this. Did they change these? Oh, they changed that, right? Now you have to unlock. It's still there? Where? Oh, maybe I'm already. Oh, I'm already leveled up. I cannot see it. So you can actually just boost it up. Oh, dude. Oh, this is crazy.
Maximum, unlocking all the rewards instantly. I've managed to grind to Battle Pass rank 13 for free with 27 ranks left to go. Boosting to maximum would cost me 4,050 orbs, meaning I'd still need to spend over £65 on orbs to skip the grind. And remember, all of this is Battle Pass Season 1.
Wow.
So if you aren't able to finish the Battle Pass legitimately before
don't
Season
worry.
2
Just
releases,
pay.
you might be tempted to pay real money to boost to get the final rewards, and when the second season comes out, get ready to unlock and pay to skip again. But the Battle Pass isn't the only paid-for progression system. There is a worse one. This is the Boon of Plenty. This advertises itself...
I hate this one. This one, for me, the fact that you have to log in every day to get the benefit, it's absolutely cancer. But I think like it probably now accumulates, right? How many days can you not log in until like or you're forced to log in every day? Because here it says login rewards, right?
As a 30-day membership with daily login rewards and some mechanical boosts such as more inventory slots and being able to access the
Oh, it stacks up to 90 days rewards.
market board.
So you can buy 3 of them. Wow.
Anywhere. It costs $8.99, but what I'm interested in is the way the login rewards are distributed. The Boon of Plenty says that you get these total rewards over 30 days. But let's read the fine print.
By the way, this was like one of the best changes that existed like on the monetization for value. It was this. Like back in the day, they gave you like this shitty, like the Tourmaline. And now if you actually go into the store, right, the Boon of Plenty is actually gives you any gem of your selection. So it can be, so you can select the armor pen or the potency or whatever you want. And even over time, they actually gave it like better value, right? So now, oh, they also put it here, a Grim Rhythm or a Fervent's Fang. Let me compare it to back in the day. Oh, so before it was just a Fervent's Fang. Maybe they're actually gonna update these and put like the 2-star chest as well. Familiar contracts and the orbs. And then what do they add in here? Remote market access. Oh, they added the 3 stash tabs as well. All right.
Print and see how it actually works. The Boon of Plenty can be purchased multiple times, stacking up to 90 days of daily gifts. Daily gifts can only be claimed while the Boon of Plenty is active, otherwise they will be lost. So if you have a Boon of Plenty active and you log in every day for 7 days, you'll get 1 regular crest a day for a total of 7. But if you fail to log in for those days and you only log in on the 7th day, you won't have a stack of crests waiting for you. You'll just get the 1 for that day. The missed days are effectively lost. So paying $8.99 doesn't get you...
So it literally tries to create extra FOMO even after you spend the money so you can get the maximum value of the Boon of Plenty.
All of this stuff, it gets you the chance to get all of this stuff provided you keep logging in. But here's where it gets super scummy. Extra gifts can be claimed every 5 cumulative login days. Cumulative login days carry over to the next Boon of Plenty period. And then it gives you a list of which gifts are handed out on cumulative days. A single legendary crest at 5, 10 and 15, a legendary and a legendary gem at 20 and 25, and then 2 legendary crests at 30. So things aren't evenly spaced. Being given 2 crests on 30 cumulative login days matters. Because if you miss a login day, you effectively miss that reward and you will lose it until...
Please tell me that since then they changed this. Or does it still work the same way? Because this seems like a absolutely scam, man. So if you miss one, you're absolutely done.
You buy more boons of plenty. Think of it like this. If you have a boon of plenty,
you need to get the $5 pass first. Oh, you cannot just buy the boon of plenty if I want to? Like separate from this? Oh, okay. You're saying for me to skip, for me to have the skip of the battle pass, I need to buy the battle pass first. Okay, I think that's what you're trying to say.
And you log in every day for 30 days. On the 30th day, you'll get 2 legendary crests. But if you miss a single day in that 30-day period, when you log in and the boon isn't active, your 2 legendary crests from the first boon are held until you log in for 1 more day. It's not consecutive, it's cumulative, meaning in total. So if you miss a single day in the 30-day period, you now need to buy another 30 days to make the boon active again and continue logging in to add days to the cumulative tracker. Don't think of the boon of plenty as the rewards it shows you. Think of it as you are paying for the privilege for your days to count toward cumulative rewards. You are
paying for the privilege of logging in Diablo Immortal every day.
Effectively paying to be involved in a fear of missing out process. When I say Diablo Immortal is not a product to be sold, it is a process to be involved in, this is exactly what I mean. This is why they sell them in sets of 3, stacking up to 90 days, because they know people will miss a day, and they won't realise, hang on, I've got rewards being held back, until that 90 days is up. This is why they lock 2 legendary crests on the 30th login day. If you spend $8.99 and then miss a single day, you're now in a position of buy another 30-day boon or lose out on a valuable reward you've been working towards. This is quite simply one of the most abusively designed systems I've ever seen in a game. It is stunningly anti-
Wait. Let's see if it's still the same. Additional rewards. Yeah, they probably changed a few things, right? Platinum can be recovered up to 30 days. I would assume that they made this better. They made it like more friendly, right? Log in every day and receive a legendary crest in any 2-star. Okay. Legendary crest, an additional gift claimed on the login days of 5th, 10th. Oh, it's still here. It is actually still here. Yep. And this one is only on the 20, no, on 25, so it's like at the end. So you have to play for at least 20 or 25 days. That's insane. That's actually insane.
Player. It looks like you pay $8.99 to get these things, when you're actually paying $8.99 for the opportunity to have your login days count towards
if you fail,
earning these things. But we are still not done. Once you hit level 45 and have progressed through the main story enough, you'll unlock another reward.
Look how slow they are.
System,
oh my god.
The Prodigy's Path. Think of it like another battle pass, but it doesn't have seasons. With the Prodigy's Path system, you gain rewards every 5 levels. Then when you hit the max level of 60, you'll gain rewards every 5 Paragon levels.
Oh, you can use the Platinum to claim the lost days now. Oh, okay. So 100 plat per day. Okay, but still. Still, you know, like you're losing plat for something that you already paid for. So it's like you have to pay twice now.
Up to 85, but just as with the Battle Pass, there is a free path and then the adjacent paid path, and it costs £18 to unlock the paid Prodigy's Path reward side. But we're still not done. There is one final revelation. By now, you've probably seen the number $110,000 being thrown around. This is the figure the Game News wants you to believe that YouTuber Belyalar arrived at when he tried to work out how much it will cost to max a Diablo Immortal character, despite the fact he never actually arrived at that figure specifically. He was discussing how much it could potentially cost to max out a character, and the total cost of $100,000 was mentioned. as a potential. Bailar himself even tweets out, "We talked about a claim a Redditor made, you journos picked that up, claimed we said it, and then spread it across the internet." Whatever the final figure actually is, leveling all 6 of your legendary gems up, because you can only equip 1 of each type of gem, will take
now
a hell of a lot of reagents. Remember, you need equal level gems to funnel into a single gem to level it up, meaning it does get exponentially more expensive to do. But the absolute worst design choice, the most anti-player design possible in this monetization madness, is that everything, the Battle Pass, your enhanced membership of it, your progress along it, your legendary gems, your Prodigy's Path, your membership of that, the Heradric Altar, the Monstrous Essence stash, your Platinum for the market board, and your collected gold, the regular crests and legendary crests, which remember cost £20 a time to 10 crest a rift. In fact, every single thing except the abusively priced Eternal Orbs, all of it is per character, not per account. If you want to have multiple characters,
This is something that we were discussing before this. That I believe that Diablo Immortal, as a Diablo game, it is absolutely... is like the most disrespectful of your time if you want to run outs. It's like, it doesn't make sense for you to have an alt. Absolutely. I would love to have like 3 characters, but the amount of time that actually requires for you to even have a decent alt on the game, or the amount of money that requires for you to have a decent alt in this game, it is insane.
Will be paying for all of this for all of them. And that
and also the skins. The skins are also per character.
So if you spend £20 to unlock a cosmetic outfit, you only get it on the character you buy it for. All of this has caused players to review bomb the game and drop its Metacritic score down to 0.5, making it Blizzard's lowest rated game of all time.
Can someone search on the Metacritic how much it is right now?
Despite this, it has so far made $6 million in the first few days. So now I've played for a few days and I've looked into the systems behind it. What's the actual verdict? The truth is that 2 seemingly contradictory things can both be equally valid. Diablo Immortal is an extremely fun game to play. The combat's great, the bosses are flashy. I enjoyed my time playing. The battle system is great, the synergy between the classes is nice, and the set...
What he's saying and what he's gonna say next is what a lot of people, they have a hard time to understand. Is like 2 things can be contradictory but can be true at the same time. It can be fun and it can still be a piece of shit trash game. Pay to win, right? These 2 things can be true at the same time. That's Diablo Immortal for you.
And legendary items affecting your skills makes for a wide selection
it's still
of viable
0.5.
builds. Running solo is fun, running in a group is super enjoyable. But I am someone with a great deal of self-control when it comes to money. It is indeed fun, but it is also insidiously developed from the ground up to funnel every player action toward the cash shop. Someone said to me, just turn your brain off and play. And while I understand the sentiment of enjoy the flashing lights and loud noises, I am someone who enjoys engaging their brain and solving the puzzle of the game, the puzzle of min-maxing, the puzzle of build variety and team composition. I enjoy having to engage my brain to beat a game. But if you do that with Diablo Immortal, you will ask yourself lots of questions, and the answer to every question is
more money.
The credit card. And if you're still
more
thinking,
money.
Well, I've been having fun. Great, so have I. Your fun is not in...
The honest truth is that also after 3 years, the game is more complex and there is more things to work around as a free-to-play or low spender. But obviously, the answer will be always, if you put more money, you're going to be stronger. That's just how it is.
Valid. No one wants you to stop having fun.
I mean, it's not pay to win exactly. It just takes forever to grind the items. No, listen. It is pay to win because the items that you will never reach as a free-to-play to a 5 out of 5 rank 10. Never. Never is going to happen. Each one will cost you 72 or 73 5-star copies. You will never get that. Even if you play probably like 20 years this game.
want the game industry to treat you better. We want the game industry to put a little more focus into making the game fun and a little less into making it predatory. I feel it's our responsibility as YouTubers to hold these companies to account and maybe focus on making the game fun, not spending time working out how you can get around the definition of loot box. And if you think Diablo isn't gambling, remember it's already been banned in Belgium and the Netherlands for falling foul of the EU gambling laws. But has Diablo Immortal lived up to the expectations that Blizzard have set for themselves? On Blizzard's website, on the About section, you can find 8 What We Stand For sections. The 2 that I think stand out the most are Gameplay First and Lead Responsibly. In the Gameplay First section, it says, "It is our job to make our games as fun as possible for as many people as we can reach." I do not believe Diablo Immortal is designed to be as fun as possible. I believe
also, in a way, you can technically say that it was another company that it is using Blizzard IP to develop a game. Because that's the truth. Is NetEase game, not Blizzard. Blizzard, it is the IP, but whoever does the gross part, it is NetEase.
Website, on the About section, you can find 8 What We Stand For sections. The 2 that I think stand out the most are Gameplay First and Lead Responsibly. In the Gameplay First section, it says, "It is our job to make our games as fun as possible," which at the bottom says, "We are committed to making ethical decisions, always keeping our players in mind and setting a strong example."
Now I understand why did they change this last year, guys.
Of professionalism and excellence at all times.
Yeah, like it is a good excuse because you can just like, oh, it was not us, guys. They are just using our IP, right?
I cannot believe that decisions were made in Diablo Immortal with the players in mind. I believe they were made with the payers in mind.
Also, this game came at a time that there was a Dear Bobby Kotick, right? The CEO of Activision, which was a savage when it came to monetize every single game under Activision and under Blizzard's IP. During his reign, we had Diablo Immortal. We had the World of Warcraft becoming absolutely pay to win with the gold token, WoW token. You have the shop. So everything that he touched, he made billions for these stakeholders. That's absolutely. But it came at the cost of lower quality games and also, worse products.
Paul Tassi of Forbes writes, "Diablo Immortal is 10 times worse than Genshin Impact." In the article, he says, "Even compared to other mobile titles, Diablo Immortal is going above and beyond with its microtransactions in a way that's far, far worse than most other games."
I feel like the main reason is because the number of copies of heroes that you can actually, to maximize a character in Genshin Impact, you need the main character and you need other 6 characters to make it 6-6, right? And like that, you're done. But if you compare 7 copies to 70 copies per slot, that's absolutely insane. It's like just on that, it is 10x. And then you have more things, right? You have the normal gems, you have the reforged stones, you have, what else we have? You have the familiar pets now. There is so many things that you can sink like thousands and thousands of dollars in this game that is absolutely ridiculous.
In this genre, Diablo Immortal is...
This was like the baby version, man. This was like the baby alien that was just getting built. Now...
quite simply an excellent gameplay experience destroyed by being completely infested with predatory systems designed to make you spend more money than is acceptable. It is the rotten corpse of Diablo covered in good-looking clothes. It deserves to make money, but not like this. It deserves praise for the good parts, but you cannot ignore its anti-player design. So I do actually agree with Diablo Immortal's opening cutscene. We as players do need to stand together against the rising evil. That rising evil, Diablo, is you. Thank you very much for watching. Another massive thank you to all the supporters on Patreon and
what a
Twitch
great
who
video,
keep the channel alive.
Wow.
You can support from only £1 a month. Check the video description for links to the Patreon, Twitch, Twitter and our Discord. And as always, have a great day.
Wow, dude. That was something, guys. This was a great video from Josh, man. No wonder he has almost 4 million views, man. That's absolutely insane. Go there, drop him a sub if you still didn't. Let me sub and like him.